Lambeau Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, the Coral Cadets, the world-famous 12th man, Lady Reveille, and from early indications, a whole throng of Aggies ready to make some noise. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Texas A&M's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to go up top on first down. And he intercepts it. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Gets open down the middle. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one.
He's looking deep. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. Touchdown tie. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. From the gun, Give on the inside. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. It's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now, because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. That one will find its way out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Leaves it with the running back.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Still running at the 40. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job, nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. This offense has a second down play. They'll run it from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation good.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Aggies. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on it. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give them a cushion and give them some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive.
He'll take the deep shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man,
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Bama!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's got great speed. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance.
He tries to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Moses. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Alabama!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 7 over Pittsburgh. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
Hines is back in the middle. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
To the ground, he's got it again. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pocket starts to collapse. Got it set up on the outside. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Open space at the 25. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
I don't hate the play call there on 3rd and short either, because you try to catch them off guard. 3rd and short on your own side of the 50. It's not there. Throw it away. Now, if you want to go for it now and run it, now's the time to do it on 4th down.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. He lets it fly. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown Tide!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So seeing quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quick release on the RPO. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. At the 19-yard line. 3rd down coming up. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bama! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he makes the extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game one, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. On the return, it's Smith.
The returner is brought down at the 16, and the Alabama offense will take over.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Finds his tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. All the way out to the 37-yard line, it's a gain of 15.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He's looking to throw it. He's going for it all. And he's got it inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 4 over Pittsburgh. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to put kind of push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Gets it out fast. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Now on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Makes his connection. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one, running it too? Great push up front.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
This time it's complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Looking deep down the right side. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. And now the offense will come onto the field again. From the gun, running back gets to give. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open, man, zone. I know I'm looking his way because he's going to catch the football. He's going to make big plays for me. So, yeah, I'm not surprised they're going to continue to highlight this guy in the passing game.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. They're bringing heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Getting some throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Trying to break the plane on second and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Corners are going to bail. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll run it from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, and he has the strength to get back up, nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Makes the grab. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Lining up to add another. Right down the boulevard. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UTEP was able to cap off a close run inside the Sun Bowl with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. First down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Forced out of the pocket. It's a fumble on the play. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it.
Taking my 4th and 4 first.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on 4th. Coming after him. And that pass picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Line gets set, first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Pressure coming. He's got his man. Touchdown Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
On second down, wants to throw. Finds a spot in the middle. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up. Going up top on first down. Finds his target down the middle. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. It's good. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Hit as he throws. Ball in the air, intercepted. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? These two defenses have really been up to the task so far, and it's hard to ignore how each of these two secondaries have impacted things. They've stayed true to their assignments, covering each receiver like a blanket. And you know what else they've done? They've wrapped up and tackled. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hubbard. He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Bama! And the pummeling has started.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to kick this one away.
Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He wants to throw here on second down. Quickly complete. At the 45 on his way. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Aggie! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everything. Blitz everybody, live for the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays in the air.
He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put 1 mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're working that left side. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! And the stomping has commenced. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Maryland is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up 14 over Michigan State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Little touch pass to the receiver. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And the defense defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game...
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the punishment has been extended.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. But now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
They're going to run it. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. Now on 3rd down after that run. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Dances away from the D. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Wants to throw, it's Hubbard. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Touchdown Tide! And the beatdown has ensued.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Nice move to keep running. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Handoff to the lone back. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. To the air, it's Hubbard. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And they get him down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Tackle is made after the 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. This should be the last play of the quarter. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's got him this time. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Field goal is good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Maryland is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 35 over Michigan State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Makes a move. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. To the air, it's Hubbard. Feeling some heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. First down for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
We knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He's putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. He's going to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Offense working in the red zone. Running back goes in motion. To the ground with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll try the right side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
Yeah, Good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Handoff from the gun. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Give to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. From the gun, running back on the move. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. He'll come out throwing on first down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes that Alabama offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did it.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance.
And that pass is intercepted. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He lofts one down the sideline. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Wide open downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He wants to throw. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw check downs, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
Well, they picked up the first against zone coverage. I think the big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because...
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback. But those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to Pittsburgh. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. And the quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter.